up, everybody? She loves it here, and we're back with a whole nother podcast. Okay? I got my dude Chris here. We got Sam. I'm new. My name's Gabe.
This is why we don't do intro.
That was gay. All right.
That rhymed too.
Welcome back to another She Loves It Here podcast. It's your host, Sam. I'm here with your co-host.
Co-host Chris. And we got special guest in the building today.
Gabe. Hello, everybody.
I was about to clap for you. Never mind. Never mind.
A little audience in the background.
We
I
got
try my best.
a 31-year-old Ohio teacher from Ohio that had a sexual...
An Ohio teacher from Ohio.
Of course, it had to be Ohio. It had to be Ohio.
Hell yeah.
So she was a lunch lady too, giving sex to the middle school students for a month on end and got caught with it.
There's multiple?
Yeah, I thought it was just
I thought it
one.
was one.
No, it's one. It's one kid.
Oh.
I'm just saying that's for
We said
You said
students.
multiple.
We
Oh,
said
I said
students.
students?
Yeah.
More like
Yeah.
student. Yeah. This was a singular job. Solos. It was
One
really
day down
solo.
already.
Singular job.
But do you ever notice that these teachers of like younger age that have these cases or that get caught with these students don't get like the right sentence for that charge?
Well-
Usually it's about what, 6 months to a year?
What would be the right sentence?
Well, okay, let's switch the roles. Okay, if a male teacher was having an affair with a female student,
Ooh.
how long do you think the guy would be? And keep in mind, she's
Ooh.
underage as well.
I'm gonna get in there for years.
He's gonna be in there for
That
a
is
while.
probably gonna get fucked
Well,
up in there.
actually, I've never actually looked up the law. Obviously, it's illegal to
Uh-huh.
hook up with a underage human, but
He said,
Oh my God.
He said,
Well, it doesn't make
but
sense
like
either.
I know it's breaking the law, but what is like? Because every law, like once you break it, it has a certain
Extent.
kind of like punishment to it.
Mhm.
So I don't know what the normal punishment is for something of that nature.
Oh, bro, that punishment right there. Really, it's light work because when you get charged for something like that, they treat you really good in there. You know, when you're a normal,
What you mean?
like they give you the PC. You know, like they know, oh, you're a target already as soon as you go in there because you're a child predator.
Oh,
You're a child predator pretty much when you go in there. So you got that big protective custody on your back. So you know, once they see already PC, they know like he's either a raper, molester, or a kid toucher.
I thought all the same thing.
No, because a
Oh,
molester
okay.
could be for older
Yeah.
women, a guy. Like,
Oh, actually,
yeah,
oh,
anyone.
that's it. Yeah, that's way different, right?
And another thing
I mean,
too.
these kids want to have sex.
Yeah, granted, like these, you know, it takes two to tango. You know, these.
No, it doesn't.
You don't think a middle schooler, bro?
Okay, look, but you said about switching the roles though.
No, I'm talking about with the girl, with the lunch lady, not
That's
with
what,
this.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, they don't want that.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not.
Like, are you like a middle school boy with a fucking teacher? Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
would
was.
so.
That's what I was shining towards, not the other way. No, not that one. No, most definitely not.
So you don't think a little girl would ever
No.
want the dick?
No.
I know this sounds terrible.
No.
Terrible, but listen, hear me out.
No.
You don't think a girl, alright, for example, right? Have you ever seen The Orphan?
Oh
But
yeah.
she didn't end up being a little girl. She was like 30 something years
Yeah,
old.
she was like 40.
She was like 40
Okay,
years
but
old.
nigga, the dad thought it was a little girl.
Yeah, because she's real like it.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, them niggas like, oh, this little girl trying to get at me. You don't think...
Oh my god, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't think...
Shut that shit down.
Facts.
Back
But
the
I'm
fuck
just
away.
saying, why do we gotta assume that the girl never wants it? You talking about changing the roles. We're over here talking about, oh, the little boy wants to fuck the teacher. Of course.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying
Bro,
to say.
yeah, when I was in school, bro, I've overheard conversations of, you know, like these
Yeah.
groups of girls, you know, talking about like a certain
Mr. Evans or whatever.
Yeah, like a certain teacher, you know, like like they would quote like, "Oh, he was fine," type shit. You know, I'll be like, "Ugh, it's fucking weird," but at the same time, we'll have a fine ass art teacher and be like, damn, Mrs. Collins is fine, you know, like,
I
miss,
remember a couple.
yeah, like, you know, that's why I get what you mean. I feel like it does
there was
work.
some teachers, there's some
It
teachers
does
that
work
would-
both ways. I feel.
I'm just saying, cause like the roles when you flip roles and shit, like we always think of like all right, well, the guy obviously wants to have sex, bro. But there's guys that don't want to fuck their teachers, bro.
They're fucking widows.
And they get fucking raped, that ass. If you
Yeah,
touch-
it's more of like a grooming process. You know?
Exactly.
Like, you know, they'll make like I feel like, well, fuck, you know, with this, you know, it's kind of hard to imagine what this was like. But she was a lunch lady, you know. This kid probably only saw her like for 20 minutes out of the day, you know, probably like getting her
Type
lunch.
No, she gave him an after school snack.
Yeah.
After school snack.
What do you mean he was a snack?
She gave him seconds.
He was the fun size.
She gave him the
She gave him the full cup.
nah, she gave him the extra scoop.
Extra scoop.
She gave him an extra food cup. Take your food cup, baby. Another thing is too, I feel like with the roles, you know, because with her, she only got guaranteed 6 a year, you know, and that's not prison either. That's not prison time. They don't get prison time.
No.
With these female teachers, you know, that always have sex with their students, they never get sent to prison.
What the fuck?
Oh, I see one.
Where did you get sent?
They only do jail. They only do jail time. Like, you know how jails have their own little.
Oh, dude.
It's not prison.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
jail
a
time
prison.
sucks though. But yeah, I mean, it's, at least it's
That
not prison.
deserves prison. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You know,
that does,
touching a
that
minor.
does.
That deserves prison.
I guess the question is like, what's a double standard that like girls get and but that guys don't? If that makes sense, I don't know how to explain that really.
I get what you're trying to say.
In punishments,
Like
in general.
like just in general.
I feel like a main example that goes off with that is probably cheating.
Cheating. So if a girl did it, well,
Cause fuck her. If she cheats, fuck her.
yeah, but if the guy cheats, it's also fuck him.
Well, yeah, but but cheating that's
But who do you
everywhere
think? Who do you
though.
think gets it worse around from the family, the peers, just overall around them? Who do you think would get it worse? The guy cheating or the girl cheating? Who do you think would get it?
Probably the girl.
You
I've
think
had to
so?
be honest. The
Well,
girl
because
probably
then you
gets it
gotta think about it too. Like you got different types of relationships. So you got, you know, guy and guy. You got girl and girl type of shit. It's like, okay, so if a lesbian cheats on her girlfriend, well, then that's like, okay, now she's looked at like the worst.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well,
And
the
then if
cheater's
I-
always.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
No, but
Cheater's a cheater.
The
No.
cheater's a cheater,
No,
bro.
but like what I'm trying to say is like, either way, I feel like there's not a double standard in that. Like you still get like,
Yeah,
you
it
still
goes
get,
both
like,
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you still
cheating-
get, like, of course, like the most common one is like when a guy hits a female and then when a female hits a guy.
Oh, that's a
For
big
me.
one. That's a big one.
I feel
That's a big one.
I just feel like you shouldn't. No one should put their hands on anybody.
agreed. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Nobody should lay hands nor touch anybody because, you know, if we're talking about relationships, partners, right?
Yeah, that would like in general.
Because we're not just gonna be talking about
in general too. Because you can get an argument with a female and she just pops you one.
Oof.
And it's like,
See, that's very hard because she hit you, you know,
that's what I'm saying. Though. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody.
and you making it sound like she's gonna.
Well, she can.
no,
she can though.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. She could straight up just
Yeah,
swing with all her might.
I don't know. You know, I'm a very chill tempered person, you know, but when I get hit, I look for whoever did it. You know,
Yeah.
whoever hit me is gonna get hit back. Granted, it's a woman, but still, you know, there should be no reason at all to be touched at all. You know, be hit in the
Exactly.
fucking face.
I thought he was gonna say it don't matter if she's a woman.
She's getting RKO.
Randy Orton, that bitch.
She's a woman.
All right, let's kind of make it more simple. If a girl did hit you, would you hit her back?
No.
And I think I would have the same answer.
I don't think I would, because I wouldn't want to carry that conscience with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So, like how you're saying, it is a double standard as far as like, okay, if a girl hits you, you can't really hit her back because they're probably gonna take her side anyway,
Most definitely.
right? So like you already look back just hitting a girl, and then also personally, you know, it's kind of like you know we're adults now, and it's kind of like a little kid hits you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if a little kid hits you, yeah, fuck you for hitting me, but like you're not gonna fucking beat the shit out of the little kid
Because you know better.
because you know you're gonna whoop his ass and probably kill his ass like easily. So it's like you're not gonna hit the girl because you know you're way stronger, way more capable of causing damage than she is. So yeah, you're still gonna get hurt. You know, you're gonna get punched and look like a dumbass, and like you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" You're gonna get mad, but you can't really take it out on them because it's like, bro, you could easily knock him the fuck out with one punch.
And then of course you're like a bad guy, you're gonna be locked up.
Exactly.
Not only that too, but there's a lot of like, say if you hit, me, I weigh 270 pounds.
Oh yeah, you don't wear the fuck out.
I hit a 112-pound girl.
She laid out.
Yeah, if I might kill her. I might take a life that night on accident.
Might take a life, nigga.
And I didn't mean to. But no, I wouldn't do it.
No, that was just like that is a double standard.
It is a double
Dude,
standard.
imagine she's like a big bitch though. Like heavier than you. She just and you're just like
okay, then
what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna lie, I'll probably have to fight back. Cause
I don't think I would fight, but I would run full speed and go like, and like belly bump her so she fucking like.
You gonna belly flop on that bitch?
So like she bounces.
No, she made me stumble. I have to fight her.
See, because that's not technically hitting.
If she
you.
makes me like that, then I'm gonna have to.
That's not
I'm gonna have
technically.
to.
You see, like running into her and making her fall. That's not hitting her though.
I'm clothesline her.
Yeah, that's just. It also comes down to like, yeah, different scenarios. Like, if this bitch trying to kill me with a knife, I'm beating the fuck out her ass, bro. I don't give a fuck.
She's
like,
getting the big boot.
Yeah, bro. She's getting fucked up. She's getting fucked up
That's
easily,
different.
bro.
Okay, see that? That's different.
Yeah, so like
She
I feel
coming at you with a
like
weapon.
that's like the only scenario where I would hit a woman. Trust me, I'm not a bad guy. But if you try to kill me as a woman,
And like
you getting knocked the fuck out.
and you gotta kind of agree with
Don't
that.
kill
Mink, you out.
You gotta agree with that though. Cause like now it's life or death situation. If it's just like a fucking
Yeah.
slap or fist, that's different. You chilling. You know you can't hit her. You gotta be like, fuck it, alright then. But the bitch coming at you with a knife or like a bat or something, okay, it's a life or death situation.
Oh yeah,
And she's
bro.
trying to kill me.
Yeah,
So, like,
you're
all
gonna
this-
have to turn on the fight and flight and get
Yeah,
going.
you have to beat the shit out of her, bro.
She's gonna
No
fucking.
mercy.
We just watched Scream today. If I saw some crazy bitch running at me with a knife, I'm fucking decking her. I'll spear that bitch.
Honestly.
I'll fucking-
Facts, bro. Honestly.
What's even scarier? Even scarier than a woman with a knife is a woman with a gun. Way scary.
I wouldn't be able to. I
It
wouldn't.
can't be?
Honestly,
I'm like, they can't aim.
Oh, I thought you said it can't be. I was like, oh,
I'm like,
it can't be.
I wouldn't put myself in that type of situation.
Like, imagine, like,
Cause there's no way she just hides like that crazy.
that's what I was just
Like,
about to
you
say.
have
Imagine
to
you're
be-
dating, like, the most finest female, right? She's super fine. And all of a sudden, she has you at gunpoint every day because she doesn't want you to leave her, but she's dating, or she's fucking other dudes.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
when I go to work, I'm calling the cops and reporting everything.
No, you're the house husband.
Okay, so when she leaves to work, I'm calling the cops. So I don't feel safe.
Oh, dude. I'm
Nah.
just thinking about this.
Her boyfriend was to work and pays for her. So she's just with you at all
So I'm
times.
just
So you're just a
chilling out the house all the
prisoner.
time.
Oh, yeah, you're just asleep. You're gonna make
So basically, it's like a sugar mama that you can't leave.
I guess a
You
sugar
can.
mama that
Well, I mean,
was dominating you in every way.
I do whatever she says, man. She got a gun point. If she puts peanut butter and jelly on her toes and tells you to lick it, you better start licking it. No.
Okay, but what do sugar mamas want though? They want sex, right? So when we're having sex,
knock that bitch out.
that's when you
Fucking get her like baby boy. Yeah, call for your mom. That's right. Little Jody. Little Jody.
I just seen that movie the other day.
Nah, yeah, bro. Females with a weapon, man, that's
That's different.
an instant
That's
boot
scary.
to the face.
I don't know how the fuck we got here, bro, but that's scary.
Look, it's like the main message of this whole topic. Just don't put your hands on anybody.
Yeah.
Guy and girl.
Be
don't
nice
put your
to
hands on
everybody. You know, be respectful and treat each other with the most respect. And I guarantee
It's the fucking golden rule, dog.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You'll love each other way more. Trust me.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
And if you want to get
And
beat,
shit.
and if you want to get beat, you'll find that person for you. They're out there. They love that.
If you
shit.
want to stay in that relationship, that's on you.
Go to Gators.
Bro, okay.
Go to Gators.
You'll find that man.
We all know people that have been in a relationship that's abusive. Right? Like actually physically abusive. Right? But they don't want to leave. What makes you think what do you think the reasoning behind of them wanting to stay is? When they know it's abusive, they know it's toxic, they know it's a piece of shit relationship. Like, these are not good people. What makes them want to stay in that?
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Chris.
The biggest excuse that they always have, like, oh, I love him too much, or like I could change him or change her type shit. It's like, but I really, in my head, I think it's like, I feel like you're scared to leave because you think that person's really gonna do something like even way worse, possibly kill him.
Oh,
Because behind closed doors, that person could be telling them, like, hey, if you leave, I will kill you. Like, you're not allowed to leave. Type shit. And then that's just like, that's just changing up the mindset.
Situation. Yeah.
That's probably what I think.
That's a very terrifying situation, especially for a young woman now. In this, you know, I wouldn't say era, but in this time that we live in, you know, imagine how many young girls are being put through that.
All I'm saying is like,
and it's sad. You know?
And it's like, yeah, so, you know, some of them, you know, get out of it.
But some of them, too, want to be in that. Or want that.
Because that's, for
what
me.
I'm saying, though. Like, what? Okay, so, like, let's exclude your point where they're like, okay, if you leave, I'm going to kill you. Mm-hmm. Let's exclude that point. Let's just say that they're just pieces of shits, they're toxic, they're abusive. But they're not going to kill you if you leave, whatever. Right? But they still decide to stay. What makes you think they want to stay? Like, what makes them decide to be like, you know what, I'm going to stay with this person?
The loneliness, I feel. They're scared of the loneliness that comes after of leaving that person that they thought they had everything with, you know, and they invested that precious time that they had with, and they're scared of that just going all the way, you know. Not it's like with the hitting, the toxicity of it, you know, they're gonna miss that, you know, or that person is already programmed and hotwired to already know this person and already to love that and accept that. And I feel like if they were to leave that person and to lose that, you know, like that craziness that you're talking about, what makes them want to stay, it would make them go crazy.
They just got them wrapped on their finger.
Yeah, it's a very it's a very manipulative situation in those types.
They know their ins and outs.
Very.
Gotcha.
Because, you know, if it can be a guy, it could be a girl, you know, but depending on who's in control in that relationship, they know that person like the back of their hand, and they know exactly what to say and what to do in order to keep them in that relationship, or to keep them suffering in the way that keeps that person happy.
And then another thing too, that could be like, let's see.
There you go.
Another thing too, that could be the only type of like, because some people will see that as love. So, because there's most of it is like, that's like their first relationship.
Yeah.
Like the first person that they were, that they've been with, you feel me? So it's like, to them, that's what love is. That's the attention that they think they should be getting.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of, this isn't with, it can go for guys too, but a lot of girls and guys grow up fatherless.
Yeah.
Without father figures, you know, in their life, or no role models to look up to.
Or like no mom too.
Yeah,
like
no parents, you know, not even, you can have both parents and not even have siblings, and yet it can still affect you. You know, not having a brother or sister in your life can really affect and create and characterize the person that you are now, you know, because siblings teach you a lot. You know, they teach you right and wrongs, they teach you love, you know, they teach you, you know, you can fuck with them, you know, it teaches you how to treat. to be honest, I think really like siblings really teach you how to really treat people outside, like your peers. You know, like you wouldn't want to treat, you know, like you wouldn't want to treat your brother or your sister shitty, and you wouldn't want to do that to your friends. So you want to treat your brother and your sister how you would want to treat your friends.
Right.
So that's like something to, you know.
So he touched on a pretty good point right there, where it's like, where I kind of agree on is, you said something like, oh, that's the only way they've been loved.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, now that brings you back to the, not even that relationship, but let's say the parents. Let's say the parents were abusive, right? They were abusive, or the parents really never knew how to love correctly, right? So so as a kid, as a child, that environment of like toxicity and abuse and stuff, whatever, that's the only way they knew what love was.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know?
And you're right on that.
No, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like this, I've seen people like, yeah, they stick in these situations because they're like, oh, this is what real love is. Like this is how I was loved as a kid, as my parents loved me this way. But that's their definition of love through their experiences.
Yeah.
So as somebody like, you know, that's, you know, came from a loving home or whatever, and sees this situation, you're like, you know what, that's not what it is at all. But
definitely.
you just see, you're like, what? Why the fuck are you still in there? Like it's just weird to you, but that's just how they learn how to love.
True.
As a kid. So not even really that relationship. That's like it could have gone back to as far as like the parents.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Most
So
definitely, because that's another thing too. You know, like the person who's going through that in their relationship could have had both of their parents, but you know that right. marriage or that relationship with their parents wasn't as good. You know, them growing up and them seeing that probably thought like maybe that's what I need. You know, or they're imprinted as to thinking, hey, maybe this is normal. You know, maybe this is how relationships work. You know, and then when they get to that point, it gets too far to where the abuse happens, the physical abuse, the mental abuse, and the state of the guy or girl telling the person that they're with, like, if you leave, like, I will do something to myself or to you. Yeah.
So that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Like they just say like, so that's manipulative, guilt tripping, shit like that. Like you leave, or I'm gonna do something to myself, and then they be like, oh, it's on you.
Yeah.
Because you left. And it's like now it plays with the mind too. It's like, because now you're gonna be thinking, damn, what if he is gonna do or she's gonna do something?
Yeah, and it's like that story with that girl who made her kill her boyfriend with the when he put the CO2 gas in his truck, and she was on the phone with him and she was texting him, oh, you ain't gonna kill yourself, you're not gonna do it. And the whole time he was in the car, and he like turned on the gas and killed himself. And there was like a whole story on it on Netflix. Yeah, on Netflix and everything, and they tried her and everything. She just got out of prison, like not even a year ago for it, and this happened in like 2015.
There was I've been not me personally, I've been in that type of situation, but I've known someone that passed away because of shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, to me, that's like crazy, like how someone could be like,
so
so influenced it can fuck up that person's mind like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's very sad. And if you're going through that, please seek some help. There's always hotlines out there to call, and always seek help for that shit.
Even just talk to your friends.
And if you're a woman, DM me. I'll help you out. Nah, I'm playing.
It goes for everybody.
It goes for everybody.
It goes
for the boys and for the girls.
Hey, even the animals, even the animals are getting abused. They gotta call the ASPCA or something.
Just gotta say right now, get out of that relationship. It's not good for you. Promise you, when you get out, you're gonna be feeling way better, more healthier.
That's another thing. It comes down to also dependency. So I haven't been in a relationship in fucking like 5 years, bro. Like I have not been in one in like 5 years. And you might be like, okay, there's something wrong with him. Nah, there's nothing wrong with me at all. I'm just patient and I know what I'm looking for. Also, I'm completely okay with being alone, which is what y'all need to be okay with. Because if you're not okay with being alone, what does that mean? You're dependent on somebody else, right? So, which could also lead to this whole toxic relationship, being in abusive relationships and stuff. See, me, I could have been in an abusive relationship and toxic relationship because I did date this one girl a couple years back. Completely crazy, bro. Like, she was fucking insane, bro. Like, there was something wrong with her, bro. Like, she was trying to, like, dude, she was trying to do me harm. She was trying to get me jumped by her cholo friends, and, like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, bro. She was insane. And if at that time I was not okay with being alone, then I would have never left her. And I was only with her for, mind you, like 1 week, 2 weeks. I was very attracted to her, the physical aspect, but I never really looked at who she was as a person, which is very important. So once I saw that, I'm like, okay, she is obviously crazy. She is not right. She's going through her own problems herself, and she needs to be alone. So being alone is okay, guys. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I've been alone for like 5 years, and I'm perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with me. At least I don't think so.
We're gonna have to go get checked.
We're gonna have to get checked. We have to get checked a little bit.
Now?
Exactly, but yeah, it's another thing. You also get dependent. Like, let's say if you jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, you become dependent and having somebody else, which is no bueno. Which is no fucking bueno. And that's just kind of a little take that I have. I mean, I know you ain't single. This motherfucker technically ain't, but I don't know. That's just my little take on it. It's okay to be single, guys. It's okay to be alone. If anything, I prefer to be alone, honestly. But once you find that, like, that one special person, obviously it's gonna be better. But you know, don't be afraid to be alone, guys. Like, it's fucking awesome.
Most definitely, I agree on that. Because before I was in this very committed and very happy relationship I'm in now, I was a very lonely person. I very enjoyed time to myself. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't like talking to anybody. I was always in my own world, knowing what I liked, knowing who I liked, you know, knowing, you know, only I understood me, you know, so.
Right.
And when it came down to me meeting this absolute amazing girl, I started to realize, you know, loneliness, you know, because I've never even had a real relationship at all. This is it. This is what I got right now. This is the first, and this might be the last.
Oh, thanks.
So,
yeah, no. What are you talking about me?
I swear to
I
God.
don't know, both y'all blushed. So,
I'll cut that out.
So I feel like, okay, here's a point or a question I'm gonna get to. Do you think, like with me and you, we were lonely guys. I'm pretty sure you were too. We were lonely guys not looking for relationships, you know. I don't know if that's the case, looking or just us being picky, but do you feel like when you get or when you find that relationship with that girl, do you think that loneliness before affects that relationship that you're gonna have with that girl? Such as the alone time and all the time you had before to yourself.
It's just something new. Something that you have to, because like you said, you're used to being alone. Now you found someone that you like to talk to, that you want to hang out with. Now it's kind of like, fuck, like, how is it gonna work? You feel me? You gotta, what's this shit? It's like
facts.
Let me see this shit.
It's like learning a new subject, like at school or in life. Like, you gotta get used to it. You gotta
get comfortable.
Yeah, you gotta get comfortable. You gotta learn how you're supposed to take it, how you're supposed to approach this type of situation. And it's like, yeah, like all that alone time and all that stuff. You're not gonna have all that no more, like, because this person now
like
came
what's
into your life.
An example for you, Sam, that say you cherish now, that when you get into that relationship that you're gonna be like, fuck, like I missed that, you know, I shouldn't have taken that for granted, you know. what would it be for you? There's
I would say nothing.
nothing.
The reason I say nothing
Mhm.
is because I'm not gonna be with this person 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
right? I personally will not want to be with somebody that wants to be with me 24/7,
Mhm.
because I enjoy my alone time.
That's
And I would expect for them to enjoy their alone time, because if I know they enjoy their alone time, I know that they are confident people. I know they know what they want. I know that they have their own things going on in their life.
Mhm.
And I don't want, I've been in this position before, being with somebody that doesn't like have their own life going. All they want to do is be with you because they have nothing going on in their life,
Mhm.
right? And it's kind of like, it's kind of ass, bro, because like, bro, like, you literally, the only thing going on in your life is me right now. And like, that's kind of sad.
True.
Even though I'm still with this person, I would obviously want to see them,
Mm-hmm.
but I would not want to see them daily or
Daily.
or like super soon. Oh shit, that shit went away. Super soon and stuff. Like, I would probably see them once a week at least, because you know we're dating.
Damn, once a week.
At least. At least.
And this is 6 months to a year into this relationship. You're still gonna be on that week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to. Like, the only time I would be like, all right, we're seeing each other every day, is if we're living together.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time.
Mm-hmm.
That's completely different.
Yeah. That makes
But even then, when you're living together, you should still have your own life.
Mm-hmm.
She should have her own hobbies.
Yes.
She should have her own friends, her own goals, her own
Mhm.
whatever the fuck she's going on in her life.
Mhm.
Vice versa. Me too. If we come home every day, see each other every day, and we're together every day, what the fuck do we have to talk about? Nothing.
Oh, shit is gonna get talked.
And if she goes out to do her own shit and I go out to do my own shit, we come home that night, what do we got to talk about? A lot of shit. Because she went to go do her own shit, I went to go do my own shit. So now we have a lot to talk about, a lot of kind of converse and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I feel like the relationship will never get boring. Plus, there's a saying where it's like, you know, separate, like, space or distance kind of makes the love stronger.
Mm.
I don't really know how the saying goes, really, but that's kind of the gist of it. That's my whole take on it. Let me go get that shit, because I just
Let's pause real quick. I think I take a piss.
handles.
Pause. You gonna keep the flash on?
I'll stop it right now.
The worst whiskey I think like I've ever had is Howlerhead.
I haven't tried that yet.
Oh, don't. Spare yourself.
Hollerhead?
Dana White's
Dana White's
liquor.
whiskey.
The one with the monkey screaming on
It
it.
should knock you the fuck out. It was Dana White, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's nasty, dude. It's
I just want to try it. Just a shot.
Have you guys ever had a whiskey dick?
whiskey what?
Whiskey dick?
Whiskey dick?
Yeah.
Explain. Like had sex?
You can't really get hard.
Because your dick is drunk.
Your drink, yeah.
No.
Your dick is drunk as fuck, and you can't get all the way hard. You could probably get like a little medium.
He's too drunk to stand up.
Oh.
That motherfucker can't.
I don't think I've ever been too drunk, but I've been too distracted. Like
What the fuck?
I've had something on in the background to where I'm like,
Oh, a movie?
yeah, like I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
watching something and then I'll lose something. And she's like, hey, and I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, oh wait, hold on. If you a movie's getting to make you soft.
No, like you lose focus.
You're not paying attention to her, you're paying attention to the movie.
Like there was a meme he showed me the other day. It's like when y'all fucking and the movie gets interesting, and it's like the guy looking back like this. He's like stopping everything he's doing just to see what's going on. That movie it was The Conjuring. I've seen it 100 times. And I still was like, oh fuck.
You
Okay,
clapping
wait.
cheeks on The Conjuring?
Wait. So, now that he said that, what's the I guess weirdest or what's the craziest movie that you or whatever you put on, like for background noise while fucking someone?
Oh.
Like, what's the craziest movie you played?
I put Shrek the Third one time. Yeah, I remember.
I put Shrek, actually. I put the first Shrek.
First Shrek?
Yeah.
That's actually a good one.
The first one is a good one. I like
I ain't gonna lie. I put on Avatar The Last Airbender. And just let all the episodes keep playing.
I mean, you didn't even give a fuck what episode this
He
was.
was bending the pussy, bro.
She was.
Oh no, bro.
You want water? Here you go.
Ass bending.
You want
Air.
fire?
Cool off the pussy.
Fire. A hernia. Crazy shit you did in school before you got
Before
into
high
high school.
school?
Yeah, before high school. So we're talking elementary and middle school.
Fuck. Oh man.
Or like
I don't
maybe
know
not
what
the
you
craziest
mean.
thing, but like what's like one of your like most memorable moments from before high school.
We're this was like 2013,
Okay.
and there was my middle school and another middle school. Our middle school was Catherine Edwards, and then another one was Dexter, and they didn't like each other. And this was barely like when Instagram was starting and shit, you know, like 2013, 2012 and shit.
No,
And-
really?
Yeah, this was like a long time ago.
Is that when Instagram started?
Yeah. No, I started like 2010. But like when it
Ooh.
started popping, that's what like 2011, 12, 13.
Okay.
And I remember one of my friends set up a Rumble with with these other kids from Dexter. And he comes up to us he comes up to us and he's like, telling us the plan and shit. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we don't even know these motherfuckers and we're just gonna fight them. And he's like, yeah. Like, yeah, we're gonna like he's like, I set it up. So when we go and his house is like right down the street, and we go and we get a fuckload of aluminum bats because we're gonna beat the fuck out of these kids. Like we're like, fuck this shit. So we got a bunch of aluminum bats, and where we're at a homegirl, Seattle. Her name was Seattle, and we were at her house, which was across the street from a park. And these fucking kids went and ratted us out to the police, right? Like before they even showed up. So we're waiting in front of the fucking park with a bunch of fucking bats, like hitting the floor, you know, making it known, like, oh, we're waiting, you know. Bro, we had like 3 or 4 cops pull up, like, in front of us, and they started singing, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, to all of us. And we were like, what the fuck, because we knew we were like, oh, fuck, we're in trouble. But they didn't get out of the cars or anything. They were just sitting in there like, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the game. Or like shit, they're singing the whole thing. And then that's where we're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, we're gonna probably get arrested or something. Because why the fuck else would they pull up, you know? So those kids went and fucking ratted.
I don't remember shit from middle school.
That's like one thing. I did a bunch of shit, but that's like one thing I remember.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them, but why don't you go first?
I don't remember shit.
Nigga don't remember shit. He didn't have a childhood, bro.
Well,
Pray for Chris.
You don't remember shit from 8 years ago.
Fuck, 8 years ago.
Pray for
I don't
Chris.
know, that was way longer than, is that been 8 years?
You were in 8th grade like 8 years ago.
No.
You graduated 18.
5 years ago, we graduated.
5 years.
5 years ago, graduated.
Now count 8.
No, you gotta add 4 to that. That's 9 years.
Wait, hold on.
That's 9 years. That's
Wait,
9 years.
Because we're saying middle school, not high school. I started high school in 2014.
Okay, so you've been out of school, you
9
graduated.
years.
Yeah.
2023.
Fuck, bro, we're already almost been out of school for 10 years.
No, out of middle school, yeah.
Oh, out of
Out of middle school.
I thought you meant in high school. I was like, what the
High
fuck?
school.
No, high school. One thing I remember in middle school was PE.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, so the way PE is like you go to locker rooms and then you change it to your obviously PE uniform, whatever. And then you go outside and there's like numbers on the floor and then everybody had their own number.
Oh, yeah.
And you stand on that bitch. And there was like a guy's side and there was like a girl's side. But like we were still like all the girls and the guys would be outside, but there was a section for guys and a section for girls. So
Man, they had y'all segregated.
segregated as fuck.
That's how my middle school was.
So we had the guy section, and I was standing on my number, you know, just minding my own business. I was kind of I didn't really know too many people at that time, and I was just minding my own business, and then out of nowhere, bro, I feel a breeze in my ass crack because this motherfucker just came from behind me, bro, and just passed the shit out of me, bro, and he passed my shorts and my fucking underwear, bro. He passed this. Dude, my fucking little wee-wee was out, bro.
Weenie all out.
And my nigga, you know, it's middle school, bro. That shit ain't big. It still ain't. But, like, motherfucker, like...
They gotta put you on blast.
in front of all the guys and all the girls, bro. And I was so embarrassed, bro.
That's a fight.
I put motherfuckers up quick as fuck, but like I already knew people saw that shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Too many people saw it.
Motherfuckers talking about wee wee, bro. I was like, damn, like they didn't even pay or nothing.
And he's like, hey, Gabe. And I was like, what's up? It's like, do you remember when your dick pic got leaked at school? And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you don't remember? And I was like, I kind of do, but I don't. Like, refresh me, you know? And then he said that.
Refresh me.
Yeah, tell me,
Pour me a
because you
water.
obviously know more than I do. You know, what the fuck you know more about my dick than I do? You know? So then I'm talking to him, and then he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, it started with you talking to this bitch at, she went to Mojave River.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I don't know if this is true or not, because I was on drugs at that time, so I don't fucking remember shit. So I could have been, you know, and I had a big schlong back then, like big old meat. So that's why I was like, I don't give a fuck, you know. Whoever sees this is gonna be like, damn. So I said, fuck it. I sent it to her. I sent it to homegirl.
Oh, fuck.
And I guess.
Hey, what do you mean you had a big meat back then? What about now?
No, it's still big. But I was skinnier back then. Remember that picture I showed you?
Yeah.
I was on drugs. Like, I was fucked up.
The
back
picture
then.
he showed you?
Yeah, that shit was
Awesome.
Not of his meat.
Oh no,
Not of his meat. It
not
was
my schmeat.
when he was skinny.
Thing that the girl was telling me, like, oh, if I didn't do this certain thing for it, like she was trying to blackmail me. It was a blackmail situation, which I don't remember because I didn't give a fuck. If I seen a fine bitch, I'm sending it. You know? And if it's a dude, like, you're fucking gay for wanting to see my dick, you know? So I sent it out, and then it was a Friday, and I came back on a Monday, bro. I was like a fucking celeb. I didn't. If OnlyFans was around back then, dude, I would have made one. For sure. I swear to God, I would have. But I can't because it was Amaya who told me.
Who the fuck is Amaya?
Amaya. Oh yeah, it was Amaya that told me. Amaya was this very cute girl I was talking to at the time. And I'm coming into class like, oh cool, like, what's up, Amaya? Like, what's going on? And I'm sitting down and she's like, you heard what happened, right? I'm like,
What?
yeah, like,
Oh, no,
I was like, what happened? Like, who died? Like, I was like, who passed away? Like, what's going on? And she's like, it's about you. And I went, about me? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you got leaked. And I was like, what do you mean I got leaked? What the fuck's that, man? It's just, I was like, fuck, what got out there, you know? And then my best friend, Savannah, I seen her, like, after that class, I'm walking to, like, our table, because we used to have, like, a table that we used to kick it at, like, our group. And I'm walking up. She's already at the table showing me the picture of my dick as I'm walking up. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Bro, the realization, bro, I'm like, that looks familiar. No, I legit was like if from here to Chris's car, like outside, like I'm walking up to them and she's not even saying hi or anything. She's just like this. And I'm like,
She's standing on the table.
she was standing on the table. She was standing on the seat part, like when you fucking sit down. She wasn't on the top of the table. She was like on the seats.
She just
like
showed
this.
it off like a fucking beacon.
No, towards me. She was like pointing it towards me, but all these fucking people were walking by, and I'm like moving people, like, what the fuck? And I went, it's true. And Savannah started dying, bro. She's like, who did you send this to? And I was like, some random bitch, like at fucking Mojave River, you know. And then she's like, well, now all of Silverado knows it. You want to hear some facts though? Girls don't like a big meat.
So I got a chance.
Bro, yeah.